These days, when it comes to spending, the sky is the limit. In Connecticut, Linda McMahon, wife of pro wrestling honcho Vince McMahon, says she is going to shell out up to $50 million to be that state's next senator. Randy Kay reports.
Take a look at this. That woman, in wrestling jargon, she's getting tombstone. Two things you need to know about her. First, she hates to lose and will do anything to win. Second, she's worth hundreds of millions of dollars and plans to spend tens of millions of her own to become the next U.S. Senator from Connecticut. Her name is Linda McMahon. She and her husband, Vince McMahon, co-founded World Wrestling Entertainment, a billion-dollar business. They brought us Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. So Linda McMahon isn't just rich, she's really rich. Dave Leventhal at the Center for Responsive Politics tracks campaign spending. He says there is no recession in politics.
Do you have to be rich to get elected these days?
You don't have to be rich, but it sure helps to be rich.
In New York, Mayor Michael Bloomberg poured at least $90 million of his own into his re-election campaign and won. New Jersey Governor John Corzine, more than $40 million to win in 2005. Back in the Connecticut smackdown, McMahon's opponents in the Republican primary are millionaires too, but small time compared to McMahon. Former Congressman Rob Simmons is worth about $2.5 million.
You know, we don't have $40 or $50 million. We don't need $40 or $50 million. We need people. We need people. And tonight, we got people.
Do you believe that you have to be rich to win?
No, I do not. And I'm not rich, and I've won.
McMahon has never held political office, but says she's willing to spend $50 million of her own money on this campaign and finance it herself because she is refusing to accept money from special interest groups. Personal financial disclosure forms show McMahon has so much cash, she keeps $1 million in a bank account and has more than $15,000 in uncashed checks. At the Republican primary debate in Hartford this week, McMahon was asked if she's trying to buy the election. Her opponent, Simmons, says it's a valid question.
You've raised about $3 million.
Yes.
Your opponent, Linda McMahon, has said that she's willing to spend $50 million that she has, her own money, on her campaign. How do you compete with that?
It's hard, in some respects, to compete with somebody who has just a ton of money.
Being independently wealthy allows McMahon to spend more time with voters, less time fundraising. She can blanket the state with advertising and pay top dollar for staffers. Her chief of staff earns nearly $300,000 a year.
So money talks.
Money does talk.
But for candidates like Linda McMahon who pay for their own campaigns, talk may not be enough. The Center for Responsive Politics says 40 out of 51 congressional candidates who spent $500,000 or more on their 2008 campaigns lost or quit. Proof, perhaps, that even the richest person in the world needs a message voters believe, not just a good act. Randy Kay, CNN, Hartford, Connecticut.
Ouch.